Peace and prosperity to you. I decree that everyone throughout my kingdom should tremble with fear before the God of Daniel, for He is the living God, and He will endure forever. His kingdom will never be destroyed, and His rule will never end. He rescues and saves His people. He performs miraculous signs and wonders in the heavens and on the earth. He has rescued Daniel from the power of the lions. Earlier during the first year of King Belshazzar reign in Babylon, Daniel had a dream and saw visions as he lay in his bed. He wrote down the dreams, and this is what he saw. In my vision that night I, Daniel, saw a great storm churning the surfaces of the great sea, with strong winds blowing from every direction. Then 4 huge beasts came up out of the water, each different from the others. The first beast was like a lion with eagle's wings. As I watched, its wings were pulled off, and it was left standing with its two hind feet on the ground like a human being, and it was given a human mind. Then I saw a second beast, and it looked like a bear. It was rearing up on one side, and it had 3 ribs in its mouth between its teeth. And I heard a voice saying to it, "Get up, devour the flesh of many people." Then the third of these strange beasts appeared, and it looked like a leopard. It had 4 birds' wings on its back, and it had 4 heads. Great authority was given to this beast. Then in my vision that night I saw a 4th beast, terrifying, dreadful, and very strong. It devoured and crushed its victims with huge iron teeth, and trampled their remains beneath its feet. It was different from any other beast, and it had 10 horns. As I was looking at the horns, suddenly another small horn appeared among them. 3 on the first horns were torn out by the roots, and to make room for it, this little horn had eyes like a human's eyes, and a mouth that was boasting arrogantly.
Incoming call.
Boasting arrogantly, I watched as thrones were put in place, and an ancient one sat down to judge. His clothing was white as snow, his hair like purest wool. He sat on a fiery throne with wheels of blazing fire, and a river of fire was pouring out, flowing from his presence. Millions of angels ministered to him, many millions stood to attend him. Within the court began its season, and the books were opened. I continued to watch because I could hear the little horn's boastful speech. I kept watching until the fourth beast was killed, and his body was destroyed by fire. The other three beasts had their authority taken from them, but they were allowed to live a while longer. As my vision continued, that night I saw someone like a son of man coming with the clouds of heaven. He approached the ancient one and was led into his presence. He was given authority, honor, and sovereignty over all the nations of the world, so that the people of every race and nation and language would obey him. His rule is eternal, it will never end. His kingdom will never be destroyed. I, Daniel, was troubled by all I had seen, and my visions terrified me. So I approached one of those standing beside the throne and asked him what it all meant. He explained to me that it was like this. These four huge beasts represent four kingdoms that will rise from the earth, but the end of the holy people of the Most High will be given the kingdom, and they will rule forever. Then I wanted to know the true meaning of the fourth beast, the one who's so different from the others and so terrifying. It had devoured and crushed its victims with iron teeth and bronze claws, trapping their remains beneath its feet. I also asked about the 10 horns on the fourth beast's head and the little horn that came up afterwards and destroyed 3 other horns. This horn had seemed greater than the others, and it had human eyes and a mouth that was boasting arrogantly. As I watched, this horn was waging war against God's holy people and was defeating them, until the Ancient One, the Most High, came and judged in favor of his holy people. Then the time arrived for the holy people to take over the kingdom. Then he said to me, this fourth beast is the fourth world power that will rule over the earth. It will be different from all the others. It will devour the whole world, trampling and crushing everything in its path. Its 10 horns are the 10 kings who will rule the empire. Then other kings will arise different from one of the 10. Kings will rule that empire. Then another king will arise different from the other 10, who will subdue 3 of them. He will defy the Most High and oppress the holy people of the Most High. He will try to change their sacred festivals and laws, and they will be placed under his control for a times and half a time. But then the court will pass judgment, and all his power will be taken away, completely destroyed. Then the sovereignty, power will and greatness of all kingdoms under heaven will be given to the holy people of the Most High. His kingdom will last forever, and all rulers will serve and obey him. That was the by my thoughts, and my face was pale with fear, but I kept these things to myself. Oh Lord, you are a great and awesome God. You always fulfill your covenant, keep your promises of unfailing love to those who love you and obey your commandments. But we have sinned and done wrong. We have rebelled against you and scorned your commands and regulations. We have refused to listen to your authority the authority and your commands. Listen to your servants, the prophets. The prophets who spoke on you authority to our kings and princes and ancestors, and to all the people of the land. Lord, you are the right, but as you see, our faces are covered with shame. This is true, all of us, including the people of Judah and Jerusalem and all of Israel, scattered near and far, wherever you have driven us because of our disloyalty to you, oh Yahweh. We and our kings, princes, and ancestors are covered with shame because we have sinned against you. But the Lord our God is merciful and forgiving. Even though we have rebelled against him, we have not obeyed our Yahweh, our Eloah, for we have not followed the instructions he gave us through his servants, the prophets. All Israel has disobeyed your instruction and turned away, refusing to listen to your voice. So now the solemn curse and judgments written in the law of Moses, the servants of Eloah, have been poured down on us because of our sins. You have kept your word and done to us and our rulers exactly as you warned. Never has there been such a disaster as happened in Jerusalem. Every curse written against us in the law of Moses has come true, yet we have refused to seek mercy from the Lord our Eloah. By turning from our sins and recognizing his truth, therefore the Lord has brought upon us disaster he prepared. The Lord our God was right to do all of these things, for we did not obey him, O Yahweh, our Eloah. You brought lasting honor to your name by rescuing your people from Egypt in great dismay of power. But we have sinned and are full of wickedness. wickedness in view of all your faithful mercies. Lord, please turn your furious anger away from your city, Jerusalem, your holy mountain. All the neighboring nations mock Jerusalem and your people because of our sins and the sins of our ancestors, oh our God. Hear your servant's prayer, listen as I plead for your own sake, Lord. Smile again on your desolate sanctuary, oh my God. Me down and listen to me, open your eyes and see our despair. I see how your city, the city that bears your name, lies in ruins. We make this plea not because we deserve help, but because of your